Hey guys, it's Liv here, bringing you guys another video on the channel. Today we are starting off the year of 2021 with a Gen 7 Wi-Fi battle, a nice throwback. We're taking a new approach to some passion content just to see the interest on it. Because I do have a Gen 7 league coming up that I'm playing in. It's not upload required, but I just sort of want to see if people actually care about watching Gen 7 vids. And if they don't, I just won't upload if people don't want to see it. And if people do, then great, more content. But with that said though, this is a Gen 7 revisit. Today we're revisiting what is, in my opinion, one of the most, now it is not the very most, but it is up there. And this was also a Wi-Fi game, so because it was already on Wi-Fi, I thought it was pretty cool. But one of the more infamous games in Wi-Fi draft, to say the least. We have the, I'll turn off my face cam real quick. We have the Zazo, coach of the Detroit Butterfrees, versus the Techno, coach of the Carolina Pantherians, GBA D-League Finals. So that's a very, very interesting game for anyone who doesn't know the story behind that, basically. The story behind that goes that during the GBA D-League Finals, Zazo ended up bringing Baton Pass, even though Baton Pass as a strat was, of course, banned, at least for stat passing. But he stat passed with agility into his Mega Mawile, so we obviously won't be doing that in this game because we're using just the same rule set. So I will not be recreating, obviously, the team, as you can clearly see from the first set. And it's not the point of this, it's more so Owen and I felt like it would be interesting because neither of us are currently playing in any Gen 7 draft leagues. I don't think most people are playing in Gen 7 draft leagues, but we figured it'd be cool to go after other notable matchups from Gen 7 draft league and build with what we think should come. Mostly just thinking because obviously since Owen and I played Gen 7, that was almost over a year ago at this point. And even then, since we've last drafted in Gen 7, it was a year and a half ago. So this is a cool opportunity right before PMU, the Gen 7 draft league that I was telling you guys about earlier. To just see what drafts were really good, what drafts maybe were overhyped, what matchups were notable, and just how we would build in them. To get some nice feel for some mods that obviously, because not all these mods you could even use in Gen 8, let alone some of them obviously changed a lot. For example, Zapdos and Garchomp, both mods on this team, they both changed a lot. Same with Slowbro as well. Slowbro got a huge buff in Gen 8. So just sort of stuff like that. So if you guys do enjoy, of course, like, comment, subscribe. I know I introed this a bit long, but I felt like it was kind of necessary to just explain the backstory behind it. With that said, though, let's get into the matchup. So, Owen's team, of course, is the Techno Draft with Z Kieran Black and Z Raichu. Also, Jirachi, Bulu, Nidoking, Azu, Lowland Persian, EMBOAR, Masquerain, Mega Arrow, and Claydol. And my team is Z Chomp plus Z Dusclops with Ferrothorn, Zapdos, Slowbro, the Talonflame, Heracross, Crocodile, Blissey, Toxicroak, and Mega Mawile. So, in my opinion, this is a pretty cool matchup. I think Zazo definitely had the better draft here. I really liked as well that the Zazo seemed to really push for the Blissey and Dusclops, both mons that normally you would think could just be stopped by taunt, especially in tandem with stuff like Bro, which, while not as taunt fodder, is still there nonetheless. But I like how he managed to use these mons really effectively in his season. I thought his team was super cool. But yeah, no, his team looked really fun. So I pitched Owen. I let Owen actually choose the team. I just so happened that I got the team I wanted to use more. I figured though that Owen would pick the Kieran Black team, so worked out well for me. I will say as well, I'm super shocked that Zazo was able to actually free agent for Mega Mawile, because I do remember he free agented for it. I forget what his Mega was before, but I do remember notably that he free agented for this mon, and it shocked me. To be fair, I didn't pick it up. I could have obviously picked it up, but I was still shocked nonetheless that it was around in free agents as a whole. But I should have definitely picked it up myself. With that said though, let's get into the matchup. So Zazo's first mon, of course, Zazo brought Zapdos. I decided to bring Zapdos as well. However, I'm not bringing the Agility Baton Pass set like Zazo did. I decided to just go for a Fizdef strat with Heat Wave, Thunderbolt, Toxic, and Roost. The team that Techno had was very toxic fodder in my opinion, outside of Nidoking, Rachi. A lot of mods really didn't like getting toxic, so Kieran Black, Claydol, even Mega Arrow to an extent doesn't like getting toxic because it could run a fat Roost set. It'd be pretty annoying. Also for stuff like Persian, for example, Bulu. Thunderbolt with Heat Wave just hits this team really well in general. The only exception to mods that doesn't really hit that great is I guess a fat EMBOAR would probably take the hits really well. But we could always fish for static on that, or just toxic it and then go for Roost spam. And this is a soft check to EMBOAR. Zazo's team didn't have the best checks to EMBOAR because a Life Orb EMBOAR with Reckless could be pretty terrifying. With a Wild Charge, Flare Blitz, Fighting Move Filler. Kind of destroys the team. So I was super worried about that. I could have obviously brought Dusclops to be there, and that might have been the better option specifically for EMBOAR. However, I thought that Zapdos also just blanket checked a lot of mons better, like Bulu as well. It's a great check for. It's good. It's a decent Rachi check. So I thought that was really helpful. Also, I just thought Zapdos applied a lot better pressure to this draft as a whole. But, I mean, you could argue that I could have brought Dusclops over Zapdos just specifically for the EMBOAR. Regardless, though, I definitely like this mod nonetheless here. With the 68 speed on this set, I crept this for, I want to say I crept this for EMBOAR. What, no, I think I crept this for anything creeping EMBOAR. What does it say? Never mind. I crept it for, I'm trying to think of the 65 mod on this team. There's definitely something 65. Oh, you know what? I crept it for Adamant Bulu. That's what it was. It was for Adamant Bulu, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this would be Adamant Bulu. Okay. Yeah, I crept it for Adamant Bulu. I thought that was pretty good. I didn't know how slow Bulu would go, but I thought there was a good chance that Bulu might creep like me creeping EMBOAR. So I figured, like, instead of Owen going a bit more aggressive on that, I would just keep Adamant. And if Owen goes Jolly, then we at least get a nature out of it. I do anticipate Adamant does come, by the way. I don't think there's any reason that Owen brings Jolly at all. With that said, though, next mod on the team is Mega Mawile. We have, with Intimidate and Pre-Mega, of course, goes to Huge Power at Mega. We have Knockoff, Iron Head, Playoff, and Sucker Punch. The 244 HP plus 68 Speed F was to help take After Rocks, even a modest Life Orb, Kieran Black, Earth Power. There's other modest for Timid. I'm almost certain it was modest. Maybe it was Timid, though. Regardless, though, we do take the Life Orb, Earth Power, at least from Timid, if not modest as well. 36 speed, which is generic creep. I feel like that maybe if there's maybe something like Ozzy, for example, that might run like no speed against his team, could be pretty helpful for that. Though I don't see it really coming into too much handy. Though the 36 also wasn't really that needed in bulk either. The 116 attack was enough to take out mons like Kieran Black, even if it was a fat like max HP 4 def Kieran Black. I thought that was very important. This is with Iron Head, I believe. Maybe it was Playoff. I forget the exact calc. I know I calc for one of the two. This also helps take out stuff like Fat Aerodactyl with Iron Head. Helps destroy Bulu. Rachi is beaten by Knockoff plus Sucker all the time. Stuff like that. So this mod definitely destroys Owen offensively. 44th Biz Def was just left over. However, it does mean that we should, versus Jolly Mega Aerodactyl, be 3 KO'd. If it's Adamant, which I'm almost certain it will be Adamant to be fair, unless Owen for some reason really wants to get the most out of running a like Jolly Aerodactyl and just go for bulk. However, I think that Adamant is better here every case scenario. Regardless though, it is definitely able to take a Jolly hit at least. I just figured that was important, just as an in case. We can see how for Adamant versus Jolly. However, I'm 99.9% sure it was going to be Adamant. Just, we had the 44 left over, so why not? Even if we put the 36 into Viz Def, it didn't change rolls. It gave like a percentage better, but it didn't really change the difference from a 2 KO to a 3 KO. So I didn't think it was that important. We didn't get anything new out of the Speed Def anyway, so which I'm almost certain that's why I'm believing it was for mods here in Black. Though again, I might have just done Timid. Which should be fair, Timid would probably be coming this game anyway for like Crocodile, because it can't get Scale Shot or get Dragon Dance. So I'd probably just count for Timid. I genuinely do forget though. I'm completely blanking. Anyway, next up on the team is Ferrothorn. This is our really big Kieran Block check. We're max Speed F to help take hits. Just no physical Kieran did any real damage to us. Whereas Special Kieran Black did a fuck ton. The only exception was Freeze Shock. But if he's Freeze Shock, then he's not Life Orb, and I'm much more scared of Life Orb. The only exception that this wouldn't really check that well is like Modest Specs. However, it's Modest Specs, we'll get that information. And we do have Pace with a lot of our team actually, so I'm not too scared of Modest Specs. We have Spikes, Jarwell, Knockoff, and Playoff. Knockoff is great for just clearing items. Power Up is great for like the Ozzy, for example. If it's Sap Sipper, that's fine. We'll at least know, so that's important. Of course, as well with the Train Boost and Bulu, we can actually hit the team pretty decently with Player Off. With Power Up, stuff like the Persia will take at least a fair bit more. Arrow will take a fair bit more. So it does at least limit switches a tiny bit in tandem with Jarwell and Knockoff. Though, obviously, Ferrothorn isn't an offensive threat or anything. It's just more so the fact that Owen's team doesn't have a lot of recovery. His only recovery comes from Roost on Aerodactyl, Roost on Kieran, Recover on Claydol. I think Masquerade might get Roost, and then it's Wish from Rachi, which might actually run Wish, and then Raichu, which Raichu is not a Wish passer. That's not an actual Wish mon. It's never coming. It's a Wish mon. It's never even coming to this game. With Dual Ground, there's no way in hell that mon comes. The only actual recovery I can see being run is Roost on Kieran Black, Roost on Arrow, and maybe Wish Rachi. But if it's Wish Rachi, I have a lot of good checks to Wish Rachi. I'm much more scared of a Calm Mind variant, in my opinion. I think it's a much scarier set with a Calm Mind Stabs filler. I guess I can see Wish, but not like a passing. It wouldn't be a passing Wish, it would just be there. But I definitely think that Calm Mind Stabs would come with probably some sort of option for Ferrothorn, like Hidden Power Fire. That would be what I personally think is the scariest Rachi in this game. Regardless though, I can also see Shadow Ball on the set for like Bro, and it still does hit Ferrothorn neutrally, which now I'm saying it out loud, that actually would probably be the most ideal set with like Slash Lock, Flash Cannon, Shadow Ball, Calm Mind, with like just 3 attacks. It would hit the team pretty well. Regardless though, Knockoff would obviously hurt that pretty well, which does of course mean that it won't have pass recovery through leftovers, which also means that it won't be able to get recovery at all if it's not a Wish set. So that's another reason why I think that that this set is just really good here. Spike stacking against my opponent's team is huge because the only removal is Claydol, Mega Arrow, and Masquerain. And I think Kieran Black might get it. I forget if that's an Ultra Sun and Moon thing or not, but regardless, it's not running it. Mega Arrow would probably be the defogger. I don't see Claydol even coming, and I don't see Masquerain coming either. I think the mons that do come are Rachi, Kieran Black, Bulu, Nidoking, Azu, and then Mega Arrow. I could see EMBOAR coming over Azu as well. Or also over really anything. I think EMBOAR is also really good. I don't think a Persian comes. I don't think that Raichu comes. I don't think that Claydol comes, and I don't think a Masquerain comes. Persian might, but I don't think it's as likely just compared to the other 7. I think the other 7 are much scarier. Regardless though, next up we have Toxicroak with Life Orb Dry Skin. We have a Rash Nature this week with the 164 special attack. This is a 2 KO guaranteed against Kieran Black and Mega Arrow with Vacuum Wave. I thought this was very important, of course, because if we Vacuum Wave against those mons, we'd of course get a Nasty Plot as well up and then just OHKO them. At the very least, I know that we KO offensive Kieran Black. I don't know if we KO Fat. I do know we KO offensive. Same for Arrow. I know we KO like offensive. Or at least we pressure it. I forget the exact damage calc. I actually think that Arrow takes around 70 that I'm saying it out loud. I do know for a fact that it was for Kieran Black at the very bare minimum. And the Sucker Punch was EV'd with 188 attack to 2 KO Rachi. I do know that much. It was to 2 KO Rachi. Let's see. I'm actually gonna pull up the counts right now for this because I do forget this. So yeah, it was for sort of Vacuum Wave to at least, oh, you know what? It was to kill after rocks versus offensive Kieran Black. That's what it was. We kill after rocks. Still a very important calc, of course. I think it's pretty easy to get hazards against my opponent's team in general. So yeah, I figured why not EV for that. Between spikes and rocks, I have a lot of hazards. Didn't think it was important to really EV otherwise. We're 68 speed. This is that way then we can creep anything creeping we can creep us creeping anything creeping EMBOAR, which I'm saying out loud. I creeped it wrong. Oh, yeah, never mind. It was anything creeping Mega Mawile. That's what it was. Okay, so we crept anything creeping Mega Mawile, which is as fast as I thought EMBOAR would be, which is why the EMBOAR came to mind when I said that. Regardless, though, I think I said it's pretty nasty against Owen. I think it could definitely be a nice win con here. Next up, we have Garchomp with Dragonium Z this week. With Rough Skin, we have Poison Jab, Sword Stance, Earthquake, and Dragon Claw. The Poison Jab is just here for Bulu. Earthquake plus Dragon Claw hit everything super well. The 68 attack is that way then we can go for a Dragonium Z and kill max HP Kieran Black. The 220 speed is to creep. It's to creep anything creeping us, creeping Kieran Black. I thought that was very very important because anything creeping us, creeping Kieran Black would hit 163. So the next step up is the 165 because there's no 164 in a Jollymon. 220 HP is just leftover bulk. I didn't think it was really important to calc for anything specific because this mon will just be hanging either by insanely well or not well at all. It just depends on the mon it's up against. So yeah. Finally here, we have Crocodile with Figgy Berry. We have Jolly Nature. I took a page out of Zaz's book with this, actually, with the Figgy Berry idea. Helps phenomenally with stuff like Rachi and Kieran, Rachi and Mega Arrow, which I thought was very important, because especially Mega Arrow, I didn't really have a good check to on this team otherwise. Because a Hone Claw set could have actually been pretty scary. The only exception would have been Dusclops again, which is the only other mon in the team that I felt like the Dusclops helped better with over one of my other checks. Regardless, so we have Stone Edge, which hits stuff like Kieran Black, the Arrow, etc. really well. 20 attack is just left over, same as the Force Pedef, it was just left over. 52 HP plus 220, and the Fizz Def was meant for after Intimidate to be 3 KO'd by Aerodactyl going for Aquatail. The 212 speed is to creep modest Kieran Black. It also creeps stuff like Nidoking, for example, so I thought that was very important. We have Earthquake, which hits the team pretty well anyway. I didn't really feel like prepping on Bulu with that. I didn't see it that important with Crook because it's either going to hit really obnoxiously hard anyway or it's not going to hit that hard at all. With Counter as well, I felt like that after Intimidate, this could be cool against like a Bandit EMBOAR just to hit it obnoxiously hard back. So yeah, we have Counter because why not? I didn't really think of a fourth move I really needed, though I could have probably went with Crunch, I guess, to hit like Claydol, but I don't think a Claydol comes, and I'm that confident in it, I didn't bother to bring like Knockoff or Crunch. With that said though, that is the team this week. Sorry for the super long team builder. With that said, I'll see you guys in the match. Peace out, guys.
Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Liv here, bringing you guys a Ultra Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle because everyone is looking for those right now. Versus OGalbina, my good pal. We are actually, we're starting a new thing where once a week we're going to try and recreate old Gen 7 matchups. This one is the iconic Gypsy, not Gypsy, Zazo versus Techno matchup from GBA D-League Finals, the one where Zazo broke the Tom Pass clause. Super funny. Super funny matchup. Absolutely love it. So Owen brings Kieran Black, Terravolt. Man, I remember when Kieran Black was allowed. Mega's allowed too. Oh my god. So Mega Aerodactyl. Let's see. Man, this is Claydol. Oh my god. Nidoking, EMBOAR, and Azumarill. Alright, so good luck and fun to Owen. I'll be honest, I'm very shocked at this. I put a ton of prep into Rachi and Bulu. I genuinely thought both would come. So super tilted at that, I'm not gonna lie. I think it was fine that Owen did that. I just more so, again, changes my game plan a ton. We're gonna lead off with Croc, I think. We're gonna lead off with Crocodile. I think that's our smartest play, in my opinion. Because Crocodile actually has a really good lead against a lot of the team, in my opinion. I just have to plug in my charger real quick, because apparently I never charged this 3DS. It's actually super low right now. Good luck and fun to Owen, though. You guys are gonna look, see the custom background we have. I forgot my plugin, so luckily I had a default custom background on here. It's the only one I couldn't get with the plugin, so I just had it defaulted for games I wanted to use it. It's still really clean. I just wanted to do the champions background. Also, let me know what you think on the trainer. But yeah, so we lead off the Crook. That's actually a perfect lead for us. After the Intimidate drop, we are a Fizz Def Crook. Or more Fizz Def leaning. You guys will have seen that in the Team Builder, though. Because I am going to actually do Team Builders for these, because I think it's kind of fun, because we could break down in the Team Builders, obviously, why we brought certain things. I do need to check, though, versus Bandit EMBOAR, because Bandit EMBOAR is a nightmare. I genuinely think that EMBOAR, if anything, is the biggest threat on Owen's team to me. So after an Intimidate, ooh, fuck, that still can kill. Okay, well, it's okay, because he's Bandit, I think we go for Earthquake here. If he's Bandit, we should be able to still pressure. So he switched out. There's no way that's Bandit. He goes into Egg. That's Azu. That's Azu 100%. Shiny. Ooh. Man. Nice nostalgia right here. He should still do a decent amount. I'm not going to do a ton because we're not offensive. But, I mean, that's not bad damage. Let's figure out how offensive this is, actually. Azumaril. Okay. This is definitely not Drum. This is probably Bandit Azu. Or, like, maybe, like, Citrus in general. So Azu can't actually kill us. Well, actually, no, never mind. It's guaranteed kill if it's Citrus, even. That's just a roll for, like, a low bulk Azu. I wouldn't be shocked if this is a low bulk Azu. With that in mind, we're going to go into Darkness here, our Firethorn. I'm not going to go hard Maw, because even though this could definitely go for Superpower, and I feel like it's super obvious that it's going to go for Superpower, I can't really risk. Because if Maw comes in and that takes a Liquidation, that's going to take a lot. Okay, so Superpower goes off perfectly fine. This is taking a bit on a Kirim check, but the chip on this I think is invaluable. Being -1 attack, especially after an Intimidate drop, I think at that point we can go into Mawile, because pre-Mega, we get an Intimidate off, that should do like Superpower. Waterfall, because I don't think Liquidation is in this game. Okay, that does nothing, even a pre-Mega Maw. Now versus Ferrothorn. That's looking like it was... That's not Adamant. That only did 121. That's not Adamant. So yeah, we're gonna go hard into Mawile here. Mega Maw should chew. It should chew whatever this wants to go for. I could actually go into Toxicroak as well. Toxicroak will also chew whatever this wants to go for. And I do get a really free Nasty Plot actually versus this Mon, which is great. Owen's team really doesn't appreciate Toxicroak actually, which is super clean. This being -1 though. Superpower, okay. I'm always curious if this is like a Scarf set or something. That did, let's see, that's brought us down by 42. Okay, that at least could have been a roll for Adamant, but I still don't think it is. It did way too little to Ferrothorn. Okay. So I'm going to go for a Nasty Plot. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a Nasty Plot here, I think. That's what we're gonna do. He's gonna definitely withdraw it. Okay, that makes sense. What's he gonna go with? Dr. Dreidel. Very good Claydol nickname. Claydol. Okay. So we get a Nasty Plot off. Even versus Spidef. Versus Spidef, our best play is to go for a Sucker Punch still. It would only change, I guess, if he's Fizz Def. But we should do half to Spidef. And Earth Power doesn't necessarily kill us, though it does a lot of damage. I don't know if I'm ready to part with this Mon, to be honest. I kind of wish I just clicked Sludge Wave and just scouted. At the same time, though, I don't know what I want to switch in. I mean, I definitely have switch-ins, it's just more so I don't know what I want to give up on this. I think this is the Mon I go for Sucker Punch on. If Owen goes for Calm Mind, I'll Sludge Wave. He withdraws. Okay, good play. He goes back into Egg. Okay, that's also a good play. With that said, I'm going to assume this is Scarf, but I do want to really make sure. We should outpace no speed. I'm going to go for Sludge Wave. We crept like jolly Azu. So we get Scout for Scarf pretty easily on this. Sludge Wave, beautiful. Okay. So this Mon is at least definitely gone. There's no way in hell this thing lives. Beautiful. Azu is gone. That's a decent threat out of the way. EMBOAR is still, in my opinion, the bigger threat, but I'll take this. I'll definitely take this. So we know that we don't actually have any info on any of the other mons on the team. That's the arrow. That's definitely the arrow. Yep, okay. Aerodactyl Mega, okay. So with the +2 up, Vacuum Wave should do a substantial amount, actually. It should do more than Sucker Punch. So we're gonna go for Vacuum Wave here. I'm not too surprised in that, but it's still nice to know that nonetheless. Now, this is saying for no bulk should do 45 to 55. Owen has no reason to run a lot of speed, if any speed, against my team. To put it in perspective, my team peaks at 126 speed with a Talonflame. So Owen really, like, has no reason to run any speed, to be honest. Okay, yep, that's fine. Fire Fang, let's see. That did around like 100-ish damage. Yeah, okay, so that... I mean, I guess this maybe, if anything. I mean, Adam would have guaranteed kill. Jolly was a roll, but it was like a favorable roll for Owen. Especially after the Life Orb chip. So I don't think this really tells us anything about Owen's spread. I would assume he's out of it anyway, if I'm being honest. We're gonna go into Crook here. I don't really have a reason to click anything besides Rock Slide. His resist is literally Nidoking, which would never come in on this, in my opinion, unless it's Scarfed. Unless it's Scarfed, but even then, I don't think a Scarf does enough. He's gonna withdraw. He's definitely going to Claydol here. He's 100% going. He's going Beat Down. Ooh, why did he do that? Huh? I'm a Crocodile clicking. Like, obviously, I'm clicking a Rock move versus that. Oh, he avoids. God damn it. Lucky Owen. Lucky Owen. Okay. We're gonna go sack Ferrothorn here. We're gonna figure out this thing if it's physical or special. Luckily, it can't be DD at least. At best, it could be Work Up. But if it's Work Up, I'm gonna go into Chomp. It could be Z-Hail too, to be fair. Ice Beam. Okay. Ice Beam's gonna definitely kill. There's no way Ice Beam wouldn't kill. Oh my god, it only did 40. Let's see, we're at 60. Brought us down to 14. So that was 46. Kyurem Black. Okay. Versus Ferrothorn. Ice Beam. Wow, okay, so this was definitely not a boosting item. This wasn't even max special attack, because a timid max special attack set would not have done that little. Good to know, good to know. I'm gonna definitely click spikes here. If Owen lets me get the spikes up, so be it. If not, that's fine too. But this is good to know. Like, Owen's a really, really not offensive set. Okay. So we can 100% go into Mawa on this. This is a really defensive Kyurem, to say the least. In some way, shape, or form, it is a fat fucking Kyurem. We're gonna click Playoff though, because Playoff into Sucker should kill Nidoking guaranteed anyway. I have zero reason to not click Playoff here, just outright. The only reason I guess would be risking a miss. Actually, I have no reason not to click Iron Head here, to be honest. It should still destroy this, and Owen has less switch-ins to it. I think I'm gonna click Iron Head. Bernardo. Okay. So this probably has some sort of speed investment, if I had to guess. This mod is definitely a problem for us, though, 100%. Kind of wish I could click Playoff there, but not a huge deal, not a huge deal. Okay. Iron Head should go off. This should at least do a fair bit. Not gonna do anything insane. We did around like 30, 40. This is leftovers at least. That's gonna be very helpful for calcs actually. EMBOAR versus Mawile. Okay, this doesn't line up at all. Oh, you know what? Right, this doesn't have huge power. Okay. This is definitely a fatter EMBOAR. It's probably just max HP in all honesty. Or like roughly max HP. I think it's just max HP and max attack. With that in mind, we're gonna go hard into Crocodile. I think it's definitely our best play. If Owen doubles here, then obviously we know that we are outpacing for next time around. Which would only happen if he's like minus speed, to put it in perspective. So like he would need to be fairly minus speed. Okay. It's definitely gonna hurt. But it's not going to do a ton. Oh my god, that crit. Okay. Yeah, I would say that had to have crit. Because he's leftovers. Great. Okay, that actually sucks a lot. That definitely sucks a lot. Because that is that's the only way it could have killed. And it does so much. Oh, fuck. Okay, okay. That's actually a pretty big punch to us. Fuck. We're going to go into Chomp here. We're going to go into Chomp. I think Chomp can still put in some work. Chomp can definitely still clean the game for us. But that does hurt a lot. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to click, let's see, so Garchomp with Dragon Claw. Can't even guarantee the kill versus this if it's max HP. I'm gonna go for it anyway. There's no way that Owen kills us with this, especially not at -1. He's gonna switch. He's gonna want, yeah, okay. He was guaranteed to switch there. He has 2 flying types, he goes into Re, okay, perfect. This is fine. This should take a fuck ton from us. We do still have a fair bit of attack. We only have 68 to be fair, actually, so maybe this does live. Okay. Fuck. This is really bad for us, actually. This arrow is super bad for us. Okay, what about, let's see, Aerodactyl Mega. Ice Fang. Ooh, fuck. Yeah. It's not a guarantee kill unless he's adamant at least. I don't see what reason he has to not click Ice Fang here, though. I still kind of have to just go for the Dragon Claw and hope. Ice Fang, okay. I kind of have to hope for the dodge, but, or the live. Yep, okay. That's fine. We at least get some nice chip on this. We can now bring in Mawile at least. That definitely sucks. This sucks so much. Mawile can still honestly tear, but this is not looking pretty because Owen has 2 ground types against my Mega Mawile, and my Mega Mawile is more defensive. I have to just go for... I have to go for Sucker and just hope Owen doesn't... No. He's 100% clicking Roost here, switching. I'm going to click Iron Head. I'm going to click Iron Head. Fire Fang. Are you fucking... Okay, well, at least we dodged. Okay. That sucks for Owen, but, like, I don't really feel bad anymore after the crit on the Crook, which was my check to this, or the... I mean, actually, never mind. I was going to say something on Chomp, but I mean, it didn't really make a difference on Chomp. Okay, Bradley. Perfect. Okay. So, we're in a bit of a pickle here. Nidoking versus Mawile Mega. So yeah, we don't do shit to Nidoking. We lost. We lost the game. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to click Sucker Punch. We can't win this, though. Even if we, like... The only way we win this is like choice locked and goes for Earthquake here. Okay, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Basically, our plan now is to hope that we can dodge every hit from the Kieran Black. That's our play. That is our play. We have to go for Heat Wave. We can at least go for Diff, to be fair. We can go for Diff. But fuck, this has not been kind to us, to say the least. Nice start to returning to Gen 7, to say the least. Ice Beam. Okay, so this is faster than this anyway. Makes sense. We're defensive Zapdos for that EMBOAR. And yeah. So that Kieran was 100% going to outpace us, and it's going to kill us 100%. EMBOAR could probably even just come in for Vengeance at this point. But Kieran Black has the game locked. I lost against Kieran Black the second I lost my Chomp, which I only lost because I lost my Crook. Super unfortunate. It is what it is, though. These things happen. It sucks, but these things happen. So in the off chance that this is like no speed, we're gonna go for a Roost here. Maybe this has no speed. It apparently was doing very little to Ferrothorn, so maybe this has like a 0 speed. Yep, okay, so this is going for Z move. That is game. Definitely unfortunate. I should have went for Draconium on Garchomp, at least kill the arrow. That would have been smart, to be fair. But I really did need it for the Kieran Black, so I couldn't have really risked. Yeah, Gigavolt Havoc, that's definitely game. Alright, well, hopefully you guys did enjoy this. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like down below. Let me know if you want to see more of this. I have no idea what the interest is on Gen 7 content. I have no idea if people even want to see Gen 7 content, but if people do want to see more, let me know down below. With that said, though, I will hopefully see you guys in a cleaner game next time against whether it's Owen or anyone else. But we'll see you guys later. Peace out, guys.